Good morning everyone, this is Vernam, Assistant Professor of MBA Department of SNS College of Technology. Friends, in today's session we are going to see about the introduction to financial management. So before entering into the today's session, we shall have a short recap what we were discussing in the previous session. So in the previous session we were discussing on the main definition of the financial management, and we have also seen about the scope of the financial management. So in today's session, can you guess what the topic it would be about? Yes. So in today's session we are going to discuss about the objectives of financial management, that is the main objectives of financial management. So when we talk about the main objectives of financial management, we can categorize the main objectives into two. One is profit maximization, the other one is a wealth maximization. So when we talk about the main objectives, we can categorize them into two, a profit and wealth maximization. So profit maximization, in the sense increasing the profit of the company, is called as a profit maximization. So profit maximization, in the sense maximizing the income of the firm, is called as a profit maximization. So price is normally determined by the demand and supply condition, as well as the price is also determined by the competitive forces. So goods and services which are in higher demand command higher prices. Goods and services which is not required by the society or not been shown interest by the societies, obviously it will not have much demand in the market. Such goods price falls. So profit maximization, it implies two things. One is maximum output for a given amount of input, or minimum input for a given amount of output. So these are the two aspects which implies the profit maximization, that is maximum output for a given amount of input. So obviously the output should be higher than the input, or minimum input for a given amount of output. So obviously the input should be less than the output. That implies the profit maximization. So what are the arguments we have in favor of a profit maximization? The first and foremost thing is, it is a natural goal of the business. That means all the company, their natural goal would be the profit maximization. And profit maximization, it helps us to measure the efficiency of the business. So if your company, with the help of the profit maximization, we can come to understand the efficiency of the business. And the profit maximization also helps us to have an internal generation of the funds. That means you do not want to depend on the outsiders for your business. It helps us to manage your business in a such a way. And profit maximization, it helps us to protect against the risk. That is, it will act as a, or it will serve as a cushion for you, where though if there is any increase in the cost of your raw materials, or if there is increase in the competition, whatever happens, you can come across it. So profit maximization, it helps us to protect against the risk. And the other favor of profit maximization is, it helps us to fulfill the social obligations. That means if the company is earning a good profit, you are in a position to pay a dividend to your shareholders. If your company is earning a good profit, you can provide a higher wages, and if your company is earning a good profit, you can provide a good quality of work life to your employees. If your company is earning a good profit, you can provide a timely payment to your employees, and it will also helps us to do something for the society, that through CSR activity, like you will do some initiatives for the society also. So that is what the arguments in favor of the profit maximization. So if the company is going good, obviously all the stakeholders, those who have been dependent on the company, would be benefited because of the profit maximization. And the next concept is wealth maximization. Wealth maximization, in the sense the beneficial to the owners, management, employees, customers, all these aspects considers the wealth maximization. In the profit maximization, it is something like a narrow sense where fully it is beneficial to the owner, but in case of a wealth maximization, all the stakeholders of the company would be getting benefited because of the wealth maximization. So, wealth as maximization is something like a broader concept than the profit maximization. So, wealth maximization in the sense maximizing the wealth of the shareholders, it involves maximizing the net present value of a company. So, net present value in the sense cash inflow minus cash outflow is what called as a net present value. If the NPV is positive, it is desirable where you can undergo your projects, but in case if the NPV is negative, you should not go for investing in those projects. So, as a financial manager, wealth maximization it will help us to decide about all the investment aspects, and the financial manager would also try to give maximum dividend to their shareholders in the wealth maximization. So, wealth maximization, it makes the shareholders happily, it also increases the market value of the share. So, better the performance, higher the market value of the shares. So, in today's session we were discussing about the main objectives of financial management. We have categorized the main objectives into two. One is profit maximization, the other one is a wealth maximization. So, profit maximization in the sense maximizing the income of a firm is called as a profit maximization. Wealth maximization is concerned maximizing the wealth of the company, where all the stakeholders of a company would get benefited because of the wealth maximization. Hope you all would have understood with today's session. Meet you all in the next session. Thank you.